Welcome to another episode of Tough Talk, man. My man King came to see me today.
Sure,
you know what I mean? We told you never know who you see on Tough Talk, man. Thanks for coming out today, man. I mean, introduce yourself to the people.
Thanks for having me. I'm King Comeback, also known as Comeback Gawd, native of East Atlanta, east side of Atlanta, to be specific, Stone Mountain.
Shout out to East Atlanta, Stone Mountain, man. I mean, you say you the Comeback King, man. You know, we just had you on the episode of How Unique Radio, Tough Talk in the Morning.
Yes,
King Snoop and Milk the Shooter.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
So, man, listen. Your show was, I mean, the stuff that you gave us, man, was like so inspirational that we had to get the view for their viewing pleasure. You know what I mean?
Y'all fueled that fire that morning. I was listening to the segment y'all did before I came on, and definitely got that fire started. So I appreciate y'all for, just sparking, that mind, sparking my mind that way.
So Comeback King, so let the audience know, like, what you mean when you say Comeback King. Comeback from what?
As the name implies, I came back from all type of things, different type of defeats, if you will. Not necessarily failure, but life is a war. So you might lose various battles and stuff, but as long as you keep going, you never necessarily lose. But anytime I do lose, I always come back stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you met me, had the crown on. He's also in the wheelchair.
Sweet stuff, bro.
I'm in the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And the story behind that, I was shot when I was out trapping one night. And ever since then, I've done nothing but improve myself and use my mind to counteract the situation that I've been in. I've gained a degree, started a couple businesses, and my music career as well.
So you said after you got shot, out trapping, you changed your life. Yeah. That's when you went to school. What did you go to school for? You got a degree?
Mechanical engineering.
Mechanical engineering? Ooh, shout out to you. Congratulations, bro. And so that traumatic experience that you felt, that you went through, it fueled you to embrace kingship. This is a real crown that he has on his head. If I touch it, I might cut my finger. Like, it's blinging and all that. Like, when did you embrace that kingship? At that moment, I mean, through that trial?
I always felt like I was some type of royalty. I feel like we're all, as black people, we're all some type of royalty. But the kingship comes in the ownership of the things that I do best, namely my music, my engineering skills, and my knowledge as a herbalist too. So I just take ownership and kingship in whatever I do. And you've seen some of the talks that we had that, especially about like health and nutrition, and it's like I really take ownership and I just really take ownership and kingship of the things that
make sure they hear you out there, though.
Make sure I take care of the kingship and the things I
like
love.
Me, just soft-spoken king like me.
Yeah, that's my fault. Part of that is because when I was shot, some of the bullet actually scraped some of my diaphragm, and it keeps me from being able to project at times.
Okay.
And that's just an excuse. I gotta practice more, to be honest. But sometimes I fall into that because my diaphragm just ain't all the way there. But I do the best that I can.
Thanks for the transparency.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Oh no, it's no problem at all. But I do. Like, my family tell me a lot. I gotta do a better job of speaking up. So,
because I don't need to hear you, man. Because your story, you said you embrace kingship, through the great things you're doing, like the music and all that stuff. But you embraced it as a man,
right?
Like, to get on the show, like me and Milk the Shooter. This show was created. This show was created to bring on, artists that's trying to get in the game. Right. And from our background, we want to give back to the people, and we recognize that we have children that look up to artists.
Right.
So it's important that the artists, you take it on a roll, like show our children something good. If we can have some input, we ain't gonna sit back. It's like the Spider-Man joint. You know what I mean? This is how he became a superhero. That's how I'm a superhero.
Exactly.
Milk the Shooter, superhero. Right. That's how we became superheroes, because we went through experiences. But at the same time, you look at Spider-Man, for example, when he went to go to the wrestling joint to go make some money, he was upset with the manager. Right. Boy ran right past him with the money bag, just robbed the boy. Right. Spidey could have stopped that, but he didn't. He let his emotions take over. He seen something going wrong. He could have done something right, but he didn't. He went right past him, went outside and did what? He went outside and killed his uncle.
Right.
That just dropped him off.
Exactly.
He killed him. Boom.
Yeah.
Now he come out, don't know what just happened. But then he realized once he see the TV, oh shit, that's the one that did it?
Right.
He just ran past me. Now he feel like a visual Andy. He want to go out there and help. But you could have started from the beginning.
Right.
You dig me? Because your powers brought about a great responsibility. Just like our knowledge bring about a great responsibility on us.
Right.
Now our community expecting something. You went to school for what? Now we're expecting something from you.
Yeah.
So and that's why we do what we do. Now our knowledge made us superheroes. Our traumatic experiences. Look at Batman in the alleyway. Mom and Dad gone.
Right. Traumatic
experience. Superhero.
Exactly.
All the villains they wanted attention. They just strived attention. Nobody's paying me no attention. You know what I'm saying? Rich motherfuckers and all that. Most of them, the villains. But the heroes came from traumatic experience, trauma.
True.
Embrace greatness. And let's go out there and save the babies. Save the people. Do as much as we can. Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's why we're here to talk to you today. You know what I mean? There's things that you're doing, shine light on that.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
You're a hero.
Yeah, it's the same thing with me. The traumatic experience launched me to be in a position where I am now, to where I could talk about it and kind of be a superhero for people who are going through the same thing. And I guess that's my superpower. Because it's not even just about being in a wheelchair or paralyzed from the waist down. It's dealing with their personal battles. Everybody got challenges and things that they go through in life. And mine just look different. Mine's a parent, but a lot of people dealing with, mine's more so an external battle. I still got internal battles too, because I still am a person. But other people's issues might be more internal than mine. I may not be able to see, you know what I'm saying, some of the psychological or even some of the health issues that they have. You know, because it's under the skin. It's not as apparent as me being in this wheelchair.
Yes.
You see, so at the same time, in all of those situations, it's a decision to take ownership and kingship of it, to be able to overcome it and be an inspiration to those who are going through the same thing, so they can make the right choices, so they could overcome their issues as well.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about for me. You know, coming back as the.
And that's why you can't never give up.
Yeah, never.
That's why you can never give up, because people are gonna be looking at you.
Exactly.
I mean, they're gonna look at you and say, "Oh, he gave up. He ain't nowhere here. One hit wonder. He said this and that. Now he ain't king no more."
Right.
No, stay king.
Yeah.
No matter how hard they get, no matter who reject you and how bad they treat you,
right,
you stay focused on that king, that greatness, and giving it out.
Yes, sir.
Because you want, look how you grab it. You came and met another king, sitting down.
Right.
I mean, the greatness was in that building that night, and we came together. And we making something happen. Now we collab on a mission to save the people, to give them something, to give them hope. Because it's our job, man. Somebody got to stand up, and we got to start somewhere and stop pointing the finger. Everybody looking for the politicians to stop the violence. Everybody looking for the police to stop the violence. And it's my nephew that's doing the violence. It's my cousin that's committing the crimes.
Right.
It's my brother committing the crime. It's my son committing the crime.
Best friends.
You think me? My best friends committing the crimes. So that shit got to start with us. When we get our life right, when we realize we need to, change, and we made changes, and we embrace greatness, it's our time to put down mediocrity.
Right.
And pick up greatness.
Exactly.
And keep that at the forefront. And with that, we're going to go to commercial break. This episode of Tough Talk, man, a special edition from Highly Unique Radio Establishment. Tough Talk, King Snoop and Milk the Shooter, man. We'll get you some. But now we got my guest, another king. I mean, beautiful story of an inspiration. Overcoming some things out there. It's a beautiful thing, man, that you took on that, man, and I'm proud of you. You got anything coming up? Like, are you gonna be at the fashion show?
Yeah, I'm gonna be
December 19th.
Yeah, it's a video release party too.
Video release party too?
Yeah, I think so.
I ain't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be releasing my video there. It's BYT, the song that I had played on your segment, the first one, and that's what I'm pushing right now. I went to New Music Monday at Stank On Your Studios a couple weeks ago.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And I played 3 songs for them. They all agreed that was the one I should go with. So we just shot a video for that yesterday, and it's in the process of being edited. It should be done within a week or so, and just in time for the video premiere / fashion show you were talking about.
Beautiful. December 19th. Come out here. Playhouse Studios.
Yeah, I also got mixtape release party and a talent expo. It's a double whammy, if you will. It's going to be a talent expo featuring some of Atlanta's up and coming comedians, artists, musicians.
Anybody can
dancers,
come? Any artists? Okay.
Yeah. It's a $30 slot.
How do they get in touch with you?
Oh, they could contact me through DM, comebackgawd@gmail.com, or comebackgawd on any social media platform, and contact me about getting a ticket. The link to the Eventbrite ticket link is going to be in my description by the end of the day.
Okay.
And the performance slots is open to models, fashionistas, your designers, choreographers, musicians, rappers, singers, instrumentalists, and it's going to be an open art gallery for the artists, the illustrators as well, to display their works. And it's going to be a slot for vendors if you want to come and sell food or sell merch or whatever. It's all going to be at Hood Rich Film Studios. That's right up the street from here. And OG Hood Rich going to be in the building, looking for people, scouting for people for management opportunities. And there's going to be a lot of various people in there, that could possibly put y'all talents to work. Yeah, it's a networking event networking event slash.
Some fun.
Yeah, it's going to be some fun, and it's going to be an awesome show.
Awesome.
It's about between 5 and 7 acts per tier. So it's going to be about 5 to 7 comics. Same for the musicians, dancers, and designers as well. Have a runway style fashion show for them to display their attire.
Okay. I want to make sure we get in that too. Have some aristocratic couture coming down that runway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so jump on that early because the slots are filling up fast, and of course general admission is $50. It covers parking and your first drink. So for that type of event, the venue, you can't really beat it. You know what I'm saying? And you getting your first drink, it's a win-win for everybody. Especially if you're talented, looking for talent, it's definitely something that you might want to invest your time in.
Is there anything that you're doing in your community for the youth?
I want to put myself in a position to where I could do that thoroughly, but I do have a lot of ideas and programs that I would like to incorporate to do that and help a lot of other people in the community too, like the homeless. I always wanted to work with the homeless, and especially giving back to the community that I came from. That problem is starting to become a little bit more apparent these days. And as it pertains to the kids, I definitely want to give back in terms of getting them interested and introduced to STEM related fields at an early age. That's the science related fields, the technology, engineering, and math. So that they have a little bit more opportunities and stuff. Because I was a science nerd in school as a little kid.
And coding?
Yeah, I learned coding.
You learned coding? Okay.
Yeah, I definitely did. And that battle was hard fought because I wasn't introduced to it at an early age. I was learning it closer to 30 when if I was doing it at like 13 and 14 and stuff, it'd be locked in there just like any other language, like Spanish, French. And I still remember some of that stuff. I could possibly, yeah.
Okay.
Along with some of the other aspects of engineering, I'm not the best coder, but I could definitely give them some good fundamentals and basics that could point them in the right direction. And with practice, they'll definitely shine, just like how I did.
Okay.
So yeah,
we're looking for a few good men, man, to come together, man, and say to youth, because they are future.
Yeah, they are.
They are future. That's your president that you're looking at. That's your doctors and lawyers.
Yeah, teaching them different things that they can do, so they can survive and thrive in this environment. You don't have to be a gangbanger, a thug, ball player, none of that stuff that they try to stereotype and typecast us as. You could be a doctor, lawyer, president of the United States, an engineer, an accountant, like all these things are professions that can get you that bag that y'all talk about, y'all chasing so much, Y'all ain't even gotta chase it no more, it's coming to you because you got skills that's worth something, so take your time to develop these skills at a young age, and by the time you hit 20, 21, you'll be able to you'll be out here doing righteous things. You won't be you won't be out here
aspiring
struggling
to be
at
a
all.
gangster and all that type of
you'll be out
shit.
here-
That's why we gotta teach them right. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah.
thanks for stopping past, man, this morning, man. We really appreciate you for coming through, man. I hope you come back. I mean,
Yeah, I definitely will.
you know what I mean?
King of comebacks.
King can come back. So let's see how much King you come back, because we ain't going to invite you. Just come.
I will. I'm be
Door
around.
open.
Thanks for the invite, always.
No
Thanks for the
doubt,
love
man.
and having me. And I'm in the city, so you know I'm right up the road if I'm ever around and y'all here, you know, in the alignment.
We're here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 8 to 10 in the morning.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
got it.
we definitely pass by.
All right.
I'll be at Hoodrich all the time, so you know that's right up the street from here.
No, you're welcome.
Thank
Thanks for coming through, man. Keep inspiring the people. You are doing something for the youth because you got the audacity to wear a crown and show that you king. And when they look at you, that's a conversation piece, and you can tell them your whole story. Because they're going to want to know.
They gonna wanna
It's
know.
interesting. So keep on representing that kingship. Keep on representing hope, black excellence, and all the good stuff, you know what I mean, that you represent. Thank you, bro. Really appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you for
Make sure
having
y'all
me.
stay tuned to Tough Talk. Subscribe, like. Also, Tough Talk in the mornings with King Snoop and Milk the Shooter. Come and get y'all something. Download the Highly Radio app. Thank you.